two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this, one of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Can't get him to the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped down at the 27.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rip. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lagway. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal
tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. About these two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Got it behind the line. It's Bell. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Caught behind the line. It's McCray. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll give it to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move, it's Webb. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wideout.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Gators are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few.
And I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Bell. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. First down and more. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get that.
Turning it on! And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. And they'll take the result of the flag and move the offense back. Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The lone back's got it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes one man miss. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Sturtevant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Fights off the defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Branch. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Bell. Gets away from one. Finds some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw again. Buying some time. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Might be calling a hot route. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.